Imagine this. It's a typical Friday night and the boys and I just finished up playing our final match in Fortnite before we headed off to sleep. I'm feeling good, but a little bit tired. So I decide to do the activity that normally winds me down, and typically that would be me actively scrolling on YouTube Shorts until my eyes got so tired that it shut automatically. As I'm scrolling through YouTube Shorts, I come across a self-improvement person called Hamza. At the time when I was watching in 2022, he was a ripped, super confident, and he was talking about how video games ruined his younger self. He mentions all the negative effects of video games, such as ruining your brain activity at school and how they made you socially inept to communicate with others. And hearing that when I was 15 years old hit me hard. At that time, I was just starting out on self-improvement. I was trying to stop these bad habits such as video games, junk food, and online consumption. And when he brought up the statistics, that got me thinking deeply about the reasons why I wanted to play video games in the first place. Was it because it made me happy? Was it to escape my reality that I was in? Or was it what I had going for myself when I was younger? So after thinking a lot about this, I started to journal why I play video games. And after some time of writing, I decided to quit it and do the cold turkey method of me playing no more video games, getting rid of it on the spot. At first, it wasn't as hard as I thought. I was able to distract myself with newer activities, like playing football with my friends, studying more often, as well as learning new hobbies at a young age. After a few days of me being in this, I told myself, oh yeah, this is it. I'm finally going to be productive and take control of my life. However, my friends were messaging me to hop on, and can't lie, it was tempting. But I didn't want to admit I was trying to quit all these video games, as in my friend group that would have been seen as weird, and I would have felt more like an outcast. So I made excuses saying that I don't like to play their games anymore and just appeared offline. However, this thought lingered in my mind, and after a few days had passed, they messaged me again to hop on, and I caved in. I picked up the controller and we started playing together on Fortnite for hours on end on those weekends. At first, it felt amazing, like coming back to something that I missed. That happy feeling of you hanging out with the boys again after what felt so long was a feeling that I craved so much. We ended up playing a lot of matches with each other and talking to each other up till midnight sometimes. A few weeks went by of me playing games consistently, and I started from only playing on the weekends to playing every single day. And as I played more and more, the spark of that joy that started to fade away. And it got to a point where I stayed up way too late, where I would play those multiplayer games myself and neglect the work and actually hanging out with my boys in real life. As I played more and more, the guilty feeling of me playing games seeped in more and more. And the next morning, I tried to make it up for myself by writing in my journal on how could I avoid this mistake next time. I told myself I'll be that David Goggins mentality of me waking up early, staying busy the whole day, working towards goals and all that. However, when the alarm at 6 AM came around, I snoozed it. I ended up waking later. This pattern went on for weeks now, and I originally planned to stay away from games, but I ended up coming back to play even more than I did before. Hours at a time every single day. I realized the harder I tried to avoid gaming caused my urges to play games to increase. It was like a never-ending battle of desire in my head, where one side of me wanted to play video games, the other side had the desire to focus on school. Then one weekend came by and I decided to sit down and reflect on myself. I told myself, okay, what if I didn't quit entirely? What if I allowed myself to play in moderation, like a few hours on a weekend only, and I have to do all of my schoolwork before I can play at the end of the day, having a little agreement with myself. And when the weekends came around, everything was done. I had done my schoolwork beforehand in the morning, and as a reward, I let myself play games. And the surprising thing to me, it worked. I felt like I had control again, and game became something I enjoyed without guilt. But over time, I noticed something deeper. I noticed that not all of these games are treated the same way. For example, some games like Minecraft made me feel more motivated and allowing me to enjoy the feeling of progression and creativity in the game. being able to make any kind of design I want, whether that's houses, structures. I can do anything in Minecraft, and after finishing Minecraft for the day, I came out feeling refreshed. Compared to the other games that I used to play, like Apex Legends or Fortnite, felt a different feeling compared to when I played Minecraft. Those feelings were intense, draining, and leaving me more tired than relaxed. That's when I realized it's not about how much you game, but why you're gaming and the game you are playing, as that can heavily affect your mood and how you progress in other places in life. If I'm playing games to escape reality, that's a red flag. And I can understand why people insist on removing games from your life, why Hamza insisted that we shouldn't play games as we get older. But if I'm playing a game to get recharged or get inspired from it, like Minecraft, then I would say that would be beneficial, as that helped me in technology in school where I was actually more creative with my products and came out with a higher grade at the end of it due to those reasons. However, I have to ask myself now these questions before I pick up the controller. Am I playing these games for the right reason, and will they leave me feeling better or worse than I originally was? The moral of the story is that you don't have to quit gaming completely. That's what I believe. If you find a game that you love and you can find a way to make it work for you, then that's great. Then I can encourage it. Play the games that relax you or inspire you and limit the time you spend on those games that drain you. I feel like you can make it work. Most importantly, make sure gaming is adding towards your life, not taking away from it. But this all comes from my personal experience. You may have a different experience, and that's fine by me. If you decide gaming is not going to benefit your life or add to your life, fine, you can quit it. It's no problem with me. However, from my personal experience, this is what I like to do. So that is why I still play video games. Let me know what you think in the comments below and if you agree with this. If not, let me know why. Take care and see you in the next video.